Testing. Oh, this is that. Here for some reason. Testing. Why can't I hear anything here? Testing. You can definitely hear up there. Testing. Can't hear anything. Testing. There we go. Now I can hear it. Now it's good. Okay. Just testing yours. Tell me if it's very loud. Testing.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
cool.
That's good. And it's not too loud when you're in there? Not too loud?
Nah, it's fine.
Even your headphone level?
Yeah, headphones fine.
Okay, that's good. Now we'll go on mute until
This could be the start of a podcast for you, Danny. You could be the next Joe Rogan, mate.
My entry into the market.
No, you don't have a mic.
No, you are.
I'm specialised in pole dance.
kids are going to be on that.
Yep.
Welcome here to Cobras for the final league game fixture of the year. It's between the home team Adelaide Ammonia Cobras versus Sturt Lions Football Club. Final game of the season, a couple of things up for grabs as well, a bit of finals as well, and the title is elsewhere as well being played. And joining me in the commentary is Daniel Costello, a former Sturt Lions player, and joined me on the last fixture of the Sturt Lions last year as well. How are you, Daniel?
Yeah, thanks, Alessio. Good to be here. It's been about a year now, almost exactly, since I've been in the box, so good to be back and ready for a cracker of a game.
Well, as the lineups go up on the live stream as well, it's unchanged for Sturt Lions, the exact same team as last week, while Cobras make a couple of defensive inclusions with Jack Dawson, the former Sturt player, coming in at left fullback, and Chris Ashwood coming in at centre-back for Daniel Scorsonelli. The rest is the same: Jordan Pudler, George Aristokopoulos, Nicholas Harpers, Jake Monaco, James DeCono, Hinata Kojima, Lewis Benedetti, Nicholas Harpers and Adam Harpers up top. As we did say, the unchanged Sturt Lions lineup is Samadon Tudneg up top, Sean Garrett, Harrison Rogers on the wings, Alex Sortini, Daniel Riles, Jacob Atkinson, Marcus Orchard, Michael Moroney, Lachlan Duffy, Marcus McInerney and Keegan Smith in goals. Of course, for both of these teams, tonight's fixtures trying to propel them into the finals, top 6 series. What have you seen of both teams this season, Daniel? Anything you expect?
It's going to be a tight one, Alessio. Been following Sturt for the majority of the season. They started off not so great this year, but have seriously come to form about halfway through the season and have carried that through towards the end. I haven't seen too much of Cobras this year, but from what I have seen, quite similar season, so it should be a good one tonight heading into the finals.
That's correct, yeah. Obviously, Cobras, a team that finished second last year, and they lost on the final day of the season to Croatia Raiders, a team promoted, and that propelled Raiders to win the league and get promoted automatically. And then in the final series, they fell to Para Hills, and that led them not to be promoted. But they had a bit of a tough start, as you said, Cobras this year. In the first couple of games, they took a while to get a win, but got enough results in that middle pack. And before the kickoff today, they sit in 8th position with 29 points. Sturt Lions sit 5th with 32 points, so a win would definitely secure them into the final series. A draw might have to rely on other results, but it'll put them in a good position. And we'll give you some live updates, if possible, around the leagues as well. All set for kickoff here at Pro Paint and Panel Oval. And we've got a big clash ahead of us as well. Sortini gets us underway to Jacob Atkinson. Harrison Rogers teamed up by 2 Cobras players. Obviously, we did talk about Jack Dawson being an in for Cobras. He made the mid-season switch to Sturt Lions, and he played from Sturt Lions, to Cobras. Normally he plays in the midfield. What can you expect from that left fullback, Daniel? Yeah,
slightly out of position, Jack Dawson, usually in the heart of the midfield there. So it's going to be interesting. I dare say Sturt will look to exploit that, being new to the position.
Early strike there from Jacob Atkinson, top of the box. That's a long throw-in shot we're going to used to see a few times in this game from Michael Moroney. Finds himself at the right fullback in recent weeks and probably the second half of the whole season as well. So it's his natural role, and it allows him to be on those wide positions to get those long throws and not come out of position himself. But otherwise, this Sturt Lions team hasn't changed too much. Of course, last week they won 3-2 against Western Strikers. Pulled back for a handball there on Nicholas Harper, sorry. But yeah, as we did say, Sturt Lions, they did win last week against Western Strikers, a 3-2 comeback win. And a couple of their goal scorers have been in good form as well. Lachlan Duffy, 2 goals in his last 2 games, and both of them equalisers and headers. So he's in good form at centre-back. And he's a danger from these set pieces, so we're going to wait and see a couple of those chances and see if he can get on the end of them. But elsewhere as well. In the previous time these two played as well, it was 3-2 to Sturt Lions, and they came from 2-0 down against Cobras to get that win in the 94th minute, courtesy of a Samuel Tundag penalty in the 94th minute. And Alex Sortini also scored that day, as well as Brian Ellerwood, who misses out tonight. I think he's got a head injury, Daniel.
Yeah, he went for a header goal last week, scored it, but on the follow-through got cleaned up by the defender and did some damage to his eye socket, so that's not good. Brian, rest up.
He's their top goal scorer this year as well, with 11 goals in all competitions, 8 of them in the league and 3 of them in the cup. So they might be missing him tonight, but leading the line at the moment is Samed Al-Tundag, who's got 6 goals this season in all competitions, and he's found his way leading the 9 as well, which means back when you played with him, he's mostly a winger, Daniel. Do you think anything changed with him playing at the 9 now?
No, to be honest, I prefer him up there. He's strong, he's forceful, he's fast, he's got a good shot. I much prefer him being up top. So we'll see what he can do today. He has been sick this past week, so hopefully that doesn't bring him down too much.
Good switch of play there from Kojima all the way to Benedetti on the left side. Lewis Benedetti drives in, might be the first shot on target for Cobras. Plays on the opposite side to DeCono. Plays it back. Benedetti over the top, over the keeper, just on the crossbar, and the follow-in as well. It's stuck in the box there, but I think it's a save from Keegan Smith there at the end.
Yep, that's a very good save by Keegan at the end there.
Yeah, there was a big chance there from Cobras. First it was Benedetti with the chip over the top of Keegan, hit the crossbar. I think it was Harpus, the Adam kind on the replay, and then right at the end there was an excellent save from Keegan, down low to his feet. Now they're going to set piece opportunity, Cobras. They go to Ashwood. Ashwood flicks on, and again, just past the post. This time I think it's going to go out for a goal kick. Throwing even, it's going to stay on the near side. A bit of pressure here early on from Cobras, Daniel.
Yeah, some good early signs from Cobras. They got their finger on the pulse now. They're looking for their first. See how Sturt Lions can reply.
Come on, Cobras!
Moroni again with one of those long throw-ins all the way to Harrison Rogers. Sortini puts it into a battle with Al-Tundag and Garrett. Al-Tundag's fallen down, but Garrett keeps this move alive.
George. Oh, what are you doing?
Here's Dawson now on the left full-back role, playing it to Benedetti.
Looking quite comfortable, Dawson, there at the new left-back position.
He's wearing the number 3 shirt as well. I think that's the left full-back number. This good ball into the box. Back post almost finds its way to DeCono. And now Aristokopoulos keeps it alive on the far side. The right full-back.
Well defended.
Battling out. I think it was Riles on the far side even.
Yep.
Helping out Orchard with the 2v1. But as you did say, obviously Jack Dawson coming in at left full-back compared to his natural midfield. I mean, he's comfortable on the ball. That's going to be an interesting thing. But he is right-footed, which is something that might be exploited by Sturt Lions. I think he's going to come in most of the time. But he's pretty comfortable on both feet in general. So I'm sure he's going to use that left foot as well.
I agree.
Al-Tundag and Ashwood now battling it out. Ashwood's obviously come in this week at centre back. So they made 2 defensive changes. Cobras. We'll see what that leads them to. Obviously, last week they lost 3-2 to Adelaide Blue Eagles as well. A bit of a back and forth game that as well, with Blue Eagles finally getting the winner late on. But Cobras definitely made a game of it against a team that was probably tipped to be one of the title challenges this year, Daniel.
Yeah, early on in the season, Blue Eagles looked like the team to beat, but kind of opposite to Sturt and Cobras, they just died off in the end of the season. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure why that came about, Alessio. I'm not too sure if you got any information on that one, but yeah, very strange.
No, I didn't know anything myself, but I knew that they just had a bit of a tough form in a tricky part when a couple of teams around them were picking up points as well. So obviously they didn't capitalise on that position, and now They find themselves, I think they're in 3rd place before the game's kicked off today, Adelaide Blue Eagles.
Yep.
Benedetti now, back to Dawson.
Sorry, man.
Nah, not on this one.
The crowd mic's up there, I think. So
This one's on the out close, yeah. Oh, good. Good win there from Rogers now, and he takes it almost past Dawson there. Gets good interception though.
Yeah, the thing I like about Harry Rogers is he just attacks the fullbacks. He just goes and goes and goes. He's like a little pit bull. He just never stops.
Yeah, if he was a right fullback, I think, in his early career as well. We played against his former team and Port Adelaide Pirates today, and that's where he was found and played some of his games. He was also playing at Croatia Raiders as well in the past, Harrison Rogers, and he's just a little pit bull, and like other players as well. He just never gives up. He's very, very fit as well. From the last games that I've watched him play as well, he covers so much distance, and pretty sure even from the GPS stats that rings true as well.
Correct.
Caught under that one is Moroney, and might even, I thought it was going to stay in there for a little bit, but what do you think the pitch is going to put up any challenges tonight, Daniel? I mean, there's a few grass pitches played on tonight and during the day today, and obviously makes it probably a bit softer underfoot, but some of the touches you're really got to be careful about, don't you?
Yeah, a bit softer under the foot. Got to exert a little bit more energy when you're running. It will be a bobbly pitch. I was just having a look at some of the guys warming up before the game, and it was sort of, going under people's foot or going over the top of the foot when they try to control it. So, to be honest, so far the players look like they've got it under control, but we'll see. It might reveal some surprises as the game develops.
Riles now getting a few touches on the ball in the midfield. Great win there again from Riles as well. Sets off Sean Garrett on the left side. It's Sean Garrett with space to burn. Sean Garrett's shot low! Ooh. Just past the post from Sean Garrett. That's probably the most meaningful opportunity for Sturt so far.
Yeah, I think so. Summed was on there for the cutback. I'm not too sure whether Sean saw him or not. Definitely was on for the cutback, but decided to go himself. So good luck and very close.
Yeah, he's a young man that's come into the team this season, Sean Garrett, on that left side, a side that was waiting for wingers to come into the team for such a long time, Daniel, and he's been one of the young ones taking up his opportunity. Scored 4 goals this season as well, so he's repaid it slightly so far, but we'd like to see that from a young player taking on his defender early. Now it's Atkinson, flicks it over the top, looking for Rogers, and this time Dawson's in the way. Gets another touch to Kojima. And Kojima does enough to win the free. Playing out from the back here early as well, Cobras. I mean, they play this pitch as their home pitch, so maybe they know it a bit better than others when they train on it, but probably playing with danger a little bit, trying to play it out from the back on a pitch like this.
Yeah, I agree. The Sturt pressure is real. They're playing a very high line. They do not want Cobras to play out from the back, that's for sure.
Ball comes to Benedetti, takes a good touch, but Moroney is there to meet him. Now Moroney looks for a long ball through and behind to Sortini. Looked like he broke the offside trap, but it's a good read from the keeper to come out and claim.
What are you making of the game so far, Alessio? Who's on top, in your opinion?
I mean, both sides have had a couple of forays forward, but Lewis Benedetti, I think, for Adelaide Ammonia Cobras has gotten the ball with the most so far, I think, in the game. Got cut in a few times. Maybe he's getting a bit predictable, but otherwise they're definitely getting it up to their forwards a bit easier than Sturt Lions are at the moment. But at least Sturt Lions are getting first to the ball every time, but just at the moment they're not connecting with the front line as much as they'd like, I'm sure.
There's that pressure from Sturt.
Yep, that was Summit Tundeg on Ashwood, and now a good ball in behind from Moroni to Sortini. He's broken the offside trap. It's Alexander Sortini now looking for a ball in behind. Looked for Harry Rogers, but Ashwood was in the way to defend it out for a corner. That's a good opportunity for Sturt.
Yeah, I think there's that pressure from Sturt again, just to win the ball back when Cobras try and play a forward pass and then counter-attack. So it seems to be working so far for them.
Looks like it's gone out for a throw-in, sorry, not a corner, so it is going to be one of those trademark long ones from Michael Moroni. Goes near post, Altundag looks for the flick on, but they haven't cleared it. Sortini's still under it. Finally, Cobras do clear it. I think McInerney's in the way, though. Duffy looks wide, but I think that's bounced up just before he took the touch, so unfortunately that's gone over the sideline.
Yep, that's the unforgiving nature of grass pitches, unfortunately.
Kona now looks for the switch again to Benedetti. It's got Moroni to deal with, but he plays it in behind for Adam Harpus. Adam Harpus faces up. McInerney now looks for a shot. It's blocked off. A couple handball shouts, and it is claimed.
Hey, Nicky, let's go. Nicky, drop in. Nicky, drop in. Drop in, Nicky, drop in. Keep coming, Roy.
Looks like they're going long here, Sturt. So their approach is obviously a bit different from Cobras, trying to play out from this goal kicks and defensive free kicks as well. But that's probably the way Josh Smith likes to play. I mean, he was the coach at Beergrad last year, and he played very similar way of football. Always likes to get his players on the ball as well, and he's got a few talented youngsters here as well for Adelaide Ammonia Cobras to get on the ball as well. Interception from Marcus Orchard, and the flick in behind from Harry Rogers is pulled back for a goal, for a free kick. Sorry. More pressure there from Summit Altundag, and he might have won the throw-in as well. He hasn't, but the pressure is really telling, especially from him on Ashwood.
Yeah, that's obviously Sturt's intent here, to keep the pressure high on Cobras, and it appears to be working. They keep coughing up the ball, and every ball they cough up is a little bit more nervous they get.
That clearance is finding its way to Altundag, who tries to hold it up, as does Rogers, but Dawson's there with a good interception. Now Adam Harpus gets a bit of pressure from Riles, almost a good ball down the line. He's asking the question of the referee now, but says nothing doing. This time it's pressure from Adam Harpus, who's gave it back to Cobras, and now they're on the attack with Dacono on the far side. Looks for the dinked ball in behind for Nicholas Harpus. Nicholas Harpus over the keeper and over the bar as well. He obviously did stay on side. The assistant referee on the far side didn't have his flag up, so it was a big opportunity there for Cobras, Daniel.
Yeah, they've exploited a hole in behind Sturt's defence there. To be honest, from this angle, it did look offside, but obviously it wasn't. That was a very good chance for Cobras. Unfortunately, they just didn't capitalise.
Goes to show the pressure from both ends. I mean, we were talking about Altundag on Ashwood. That time it was Harpus on McInerney, and Nicholas as well. Nicholas Harpus, he got himself in behind after playing that ball. So the forward pressure from both sides is telling at the moment.
Yeah, I agree. I suppose the question is, how long can they keep it up for?
Riles runs into two Cobras players, and he's giving away the free kick as well there. More pressure from Altundag on the other Nicholas Harpus in goal as well. Looks like around the league as well, Playford are 1-0 up as well in their game, which means they're top of the league at the moment with an Isaac Mullen penalty in their game. See if we can give you some more live updates during the game, but that's obviously against Western Strikers at Regency Park as well. Bacala 1-0 up as well. So I think that does put it in behind. But sorry, we're going back to the game here now. It's Nicholas Harper's past the keeper. And it's Adam Harper, who found that ball in behind and finally got the finish they were after, Adelaide Cobras. They're ahead in this game now. And it all came from nothing, I think.
Yeah, it just looks like they've exploited in behind the Sturt defence again and got through straight on goal. It was a nice little finish as well for Harpers.
Difficult to tell the two apart. They've got the same boots as well and the same last name. But that was definitely Adam Harpers who's got his goal there. His 8th goal of the season for Adam Harpers as well. So he's finding his strike partner, Nicholas Harpers, close on the goal-scoring charts now as well. He's got 10 in all competitions himself. But that one's Adam Harpers, and it's 1-0 to Cobras. Just the ball over the top there from Dacono, who's found Harpers in behind the defence, and he tucked it away very nicely.
Yeah, it was very nice. Nice finish, very calm and composed from the lad.
So it's 2-0 at Playford, and it's 1-1 with Cumberland and Adelaide Blue Eagles. It's obviously 1-0 here as well. Moroni's ball goes in near post. Altundag with a flick. And they're looking to clear it this time to McInerney. He might swing it in again. Moroni opts that option. And it's a good clearance from Ashwood. Straight to Adam Harpers. And he's got some space to burn. Finds Nicholas Harpers. He tries to find him again. But the header is won by Duffy there. And now Roger's going to put him under a bit of pressure. Kojima now all the way to Puddler. Benedetti tried to go past Moroni there, but it was expertly marshalled out.
Cobras appear to have a bit of a spring in their step now after that goal this year.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they're playing it out from the back now with a bit of ease, and that pressure is coming from Sturt, but they are finding their way behind that line now, Cobras.
Yep.
Until a forced pass like that, but otherwise they are playing well under the pressure, and a player that's getting on the ball a lot at the moment is Hinata Kojima as well. Long ball all the way to Altundag, but it's 2v1 situation for the defensive line of Cobras, and they cleared the Dacono now. His pass has only found Garrett though. He's got the overlapping run of Orchard. Orchard now swings one in past Puddler. The clearance isn't too much safety, and Dawson finds the feet of Benedetti. McInerney getting fouled. Riles comes past with it. Still going as Riles. And now he finally finds the ground, and that's a dangerous opportunity, a free kick in that area now, Daniel.
Yeah, this is Jacob Atkinson territory. So we'll see who gets on the ball there. It might look like Orchard is lining up for it as well. Left-footed in-swinger, I think, is what Sturt are looking for here.
Interesting fixture that's come out. And now Western Strikers goalkeeper's been sent off in their fixture against Playford. So if it comes down to a goal difference question, they're going to find it interesting now. It's Sortini and Atkinson over the top of this set piece though here. Pro Paint and Panel Oval. Sortini floats it in near post, looking for a flick. Samuel Tundag went a bit high there with his foot though.
Yep. Cobras opting for the more direct ball now from the kickoff, maybe playing it a little bit more safer, I think, after their first goal this year.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a way you play this type of pitch. I mean, I was at the Playford versus Bacala game not long ago at Bacala, and the game was such two different polar opposites from both teams. I mean, Bacala tried to play on the deck. They know that facility well, compared to Playford, who tried to go long, find the second balls, and ultimately they just got outplayed and played through too much. So maybe on a grass pitch like this, and a team like Cobras who know this well, they're going to try and win those second balls. Adam Harper's looking for a ball in behind to Nicholas Harper's, but it was blocked out. And as you said, Cobras are playing with a bit more pomp in their step. Nicholas Harpers and Lachlan Duffy on the far side, and he has one throw in from him.
Louis in between, yeah? In between. Louis, stay. Stay wide up. Just in between. Good, Louis.
It's going to be Christopoulos on the far side now taking this throw in, and they've gone short. It's definitely a different approach compared to the Sturt Lions long one, but they're going to have a second opportunity at that now.
Dawson, if he starts to drop, you step into this space here. Yeah, you can step into here now, yeah?
Big game down there, Playford and Western Strikers. Now both teams are down to 10 men, and both games between Bacala is 2-0 up. Just getting a bit more information because Football 24 is down, but it is 2-0 to Playford and 2-0 to Bacala. So at this stage, Bacala is top and promoted, and there's a lot longer to go. This time it's a corner, floated all the way to the back post, a slip there at the back by Adam Harpers, and that clearance from Maroney has only led it to be another one. They're going to have a second opportunity at this.
Yeah, the pressure's mounting a little bit for Sturt here. Cobras, although 1-0 up, still keep coming at him. A bit relentless.
Smith comes to claim. He misses the ball though. He's just about quite fortunate that it's bounced right into his grasp again. But they look for a quick break, and I think it's just going to come all the way back to him if he can win this header. Offside there on Nicholas Harpers. But as you did say, that the pressure is mounting. I mean, in the last fixture between these two, Cobras did have a 2-0 lead going into half-time, I think. So they definitely know how to play against his opposition, and they're a good side themselves. So I wouldn't put it past them to do something well tonight and try and propel themselves into the final series. But otherwise, Sturt Lions really got to step it up at the moment. Tunde gives away another free kick there, that time for pushing. It's probably one of the only things you get going both ways for him. He will put the pressure on, but sometimes he takes it a little bit too far. Maroney now wins the header. Rogers now looks for Sortini. He goes for the bounce, and I thought that was definitely a handball there, but it's going to find its way to Rogers anyway. Now Atkinson just bouncing ahead of Riles there, and looking to swing this in now is Orchard. He takes it past his defender, but Dacona, I think, has got enough to defend him well, and that does go over the far touch line now.
Yeah, Sturt are trying. They're trying to break the Cobras' defence down, but they're keeping it well blocked up. They're not letting much get through. Ooh, somewhere with the long range shot on his right. Palmed out for a corner.
Let's go, lift here. You match up. Nicky, who you got?
Set piece opportunity now for Sturt Lions. Maroney on the far side. Close into the keeper, but it's headed away by Puddler. Now Riles plays it back. McInerney plays it out to Duffy. He takes it off Dawson as well, and he's got two men to deal with here, looking for a cross to be put in. Kojima Comes away with it though. Going long Dawson that time, and that's obviously not the way they want to play, Cobras. Moroney now looking down the line for Rogers. I think it's just a bit ahead of him, and maybe Ashwood's going to shield this out. I think he is. Plays it into Rogers anyway, and that goes out for a goal kick.
That's experienced defending there from Ashwood.
Benedetti now faces up Moroney, looks inside for Nicholas Harpus, finds Kojima edge of the box, a couple calls for shoot on the near side, but he's opted to keep the ball ticking and cross up to the other side of the field.
You can tell Cobras are very used to this pitch, can't you, the way they move the ball around so effortlessly, even with the bobble. I think Sturt are struggling a little bit more in that respect.
Benedetti now. He's got 2 to work with if he can get away from this, and Moroney comes in with a sliding challenge to clear. Dawson now looking for an option. Goes long to Adam Harpers, takes it down well, battling with Duffy. Now it's Adam Harpers again with the left foot this time. It's gone past the near post. That's good hold-up play from the striker though.
Yeah, just another chance for Cobras there. Chipping away at it, looking to get a second.
Long ball's found its way to Rogers now. Moroney looking far post. He's got a few blue shirts to pick out there, but it's defended well from Adelaide Ammonia Cobras. 3-0 up Playford now, so they're doing as much as they can to try and make this final day to remember, but Bacala at the moment holding on with a 2-0 lead themselves, so might all be in jest at this stage. Sortini wins the ball from Nicholas Harpus and gets tripped in the process. Another opportunity for a set piece now for Sturt Lions.
I think Sturt need to try and capitalise on these free kicks a little bit more. They've got some tall timber there with Sumed and Garrett and Moroney and Duffy. Duffy's proven that in the past couple of weeks, scoring a couple of goals.
Orchard looking to put it far post. That's a better ball, but again cleared from Dawson this time. He's probably one of the smallest ones in the box there to defend, but he's got his head on it. Now they're coming away with a counter themselves here, Benedetti. Switches it to DeCono, but Orchard's in the way, reads that best. Doing well on that far side as James DeCono picks it up again here. He's got a few defenders to deal with, but he finds an option again. This time it's to Nicholas Harpus. It goes all the way back. Definitely keep possession well here as Cobras. As you said, they're playing this pitch better than Sturt Lions at the moment. Really spreading the play.
Yeah, I agree, Alessio. I think a lot of the game's being played in Sturt's defensive half, and with attacking intent from Cobras as well. So, if Sturt want to salvage something from this game, they're going to need to turn it around.
Let's go, mate.
4-1 lost to Pirates.
Okay. Thank you.
On the far side, Orchard, he might have straight offside, but he's found his way again. Good ball delivered into Rogers, but I think it's come off Dawson there in the end. It's a great ball in from Marcus Orchard, though.
Yeah, that's a bit better with the crossing from wide. That's what they need to be looking at.
Got ahead of his defender there, Rogers. That's what you want your winger to do. But he just didn't get anything on it, and inadvertently Jack Dawson got his knee onto it and got it out for a corner. This time they're changing up the set piece takers. It's going to be Jacob Atkinson on this one, the left foot delivery. It's a good ball in close to the keeper, goes almost all the way in, I thought. It's going to go out for a goal kick though. Nobody got a touch on that.
Not too sure how that's cleared everybody. There were a lot of bodies in the box there. But promising signs from Sturt, looking a little bit better now from wider positions.
Salisbury are 2-0 up as well. Playford 4-0 up at the moment, so a couple of teams around them would mean that with Salisbury winning, they'll go to 33 if they're winning at the moment. Playford, obviously, their win, and as many goals as they get, it's not going to count for much if Bacala are winning as well. Blue Eagles and Cumberland are drawing at the moment, and we don't see any results anywhere else. Of course, if Cobras do get the win here and those results do stay the same, would mean that they go into the 6 on goal difference over Sturt Lions, who are also on 32. They would go into 32 themselves, but with a better goal difference of -1 compared to -8 for Sturt, and -9 after that goal as well. About 15 minutes from half-time as well here. It's been a bit of a slow start from both teams, and probably back home as well. It looks like it's been a slow start to this game in general, and wait to see it come to light. And maybe at half-time, when a couple of those players check their phones and the scores around the grounds, maybe they're going to spark into gear and know what they've got to do to make finals. But otherwise, at the moment, it's a struggle for both teams at the moment to get into the attacking half. Ashwood looks for Benedetti. His touch has gone through the legs of Harry Rogers, though, but it's gone to Sturt Lions anyway. And Sortini now looking for Garrett, but I think it's got a touch out from Christopoulos, wearing the captain's armband tonight. Obviously coming in, a couple of those defenders, it means that the usual captain, Perry Mitras, is on the bench tonight. Found himself a lot of left back this season, but it must have been a big training week from Jack Dawson to outplay somebody like him, especially in left fullback as a left footer as well. So either that or an injury, but it's good to see them trying some things as well, Cobras. Harpus now to Nicholas Harpus. Nicholas Harpus looking for a dink ball in behind for Adam Harpus. He might get a second opportunity. Smith with a touch, and Sturt Lions with a clearance now. And now Tundag's hold up just find its way back to Cobras, and they're back under the pump again.
It's that ball in behind there, Alessio, isn't it? In behind that Sturt defence, they're really struggling to stay on top of that. That's how Cobras scored their goal, and they've been in behind maybe 2 or 3 times since then as well.
Looks like Nicholas Harpus has found its way out to Benedetti again. This is a bit more space for him to work into. Takes on Moroney, goes one way, then the other. Still going is Benedetti. Looks for Kojima. The bounce is almost bamboozled both the defender and the keeper there, but Smith has got it in his grasp now. Rogers, though, these touches got away from Ashwood there. Rogers going trying to pass it past the keeper, and he's come out well there as the other Nicholas Harpus. Now they've got a set piece with about 5 minutes to go in half-time. They've scored a few goals just before the half-time break, Sturt Lions have in the past. Some of them been equalisers, some of them been clawing one back. That one's gone near post to Altunde. He flicks it on to Moroney, but again, a high foot in the box. Don't know you can do much more about that. The defender's bent down there to header it anyway, but...
Yeah, there's not much you can do in that position. I do wonder whether Jacobs' cross to the front post, Summit's flick on was an intentional play or not. If it was, though, worked very well.
It's at the feet of Nicholas Harpus now. Goes long. I think Duffy's going to find his way, but the flick on has found it to Christopoulos. There's a bit of a scuffle off the ball as well. But Orchard clears. Now Puddler's header into the middle for Riles. Rogers using his body well. Looking for the second one from Moroney. He goes far and wide to Altundag. Tries to touch it with a header, but he's touched it over the sideline. Dawson now looking long. Moroney gets the head onto it, and Riles now comes away with it, looking for Altundag, but that's a difficult one to deal with. Thought he kept it in there on his near side, but it's gone over. It's Dawson's ball now.
Bit of time wasting there from Cobras, I think.
Yeah, he's found a few good passes tonight, Kojima, but unfortunately that time he flicked it over past Dawson. Harpus looks for the head, and Atkinson just finds the feet of Hinata. Good ball in behind, I think. Quick off his line though, Keegan Smith. Moroney now looks quick for Altundag. That bounce is really difficult to deal with, but he does well. Finds Riles. Another handball shout. Is heated this time, and Kojima wastes a bit more time again this time, taking it past Moroney and all the way to the other side of the half. This is an opportunity for Sturt. As we said, those set-piece takers have gone in now. Duffy's in there. Orchard's in there. Riles, I think, will find his way in there, as will Altundag and Moroney. But you've got a left foot of Jacob Atkinson and the right of Sortini. I probably prefer a right footer on this and curl it in behind that last line and hopefully get a touch. Atkinson puts it to the far post, straight into the hands though of Nicholas Harpus. A long ball all the way out here on the right fullback. McInerney's got there with a header and been lucky to get another one. He's on the floor. He's just about cleared it, and good body work there from Jacob Atkinson to switch it out. Garrett and the keeper have gotten close there, and I think it might be a head injury. He is grabbing his head now, but I thought it was just a good enough ball bomb from behind in of Christopoulos, but it looks like he either went through the man to get the ball or maybe one or the other, and he missed. Garrett's down at the moment. But I think there's nothing doing there than just a drop ball. Ashwood's clearance has dropped into the middle of the park, and an inadvertent touch from Riles is just about being cleared from Sturt lines now. Haven't been able to play their usual game on the deck at the moment, but Sortini's down, and it's a late one. Kojima again with a big clearance. I don't know how he's getting away with this at the moment.
He's held that one behind the referee's back. I don't think anyone's seen that.
But a couple of claims as well for a stud to the knee or the inner thigh of Sortini. He's done well to shrug that off, but referee's just about seen at the end there. But I think Kojima is probably treading the fine line at the moment if the referee's looking. Atkinson now looking for the back post with Duffy's there. Ashwood's there also though. And Altunde can't do much with that clearance. And they try and push forward now. The last couple of minutes of the half for Sturt Lions. Rogers trying to get in between 2 or 3, and they have pulled it back for a free kick on Moroney, to the complaints of the Adelaide Cobras staff. Jacob Atkinson now just ahead of us to take this free kick. Goes far post. Good area. And now Cobras come away with it. He might get a second opportunity. Moroney's done well. He's going to swing one in, I reckon. Great challenge, though, from Benedetti defending. And now Dawson wins it from Rogers as well.
I think there's just a bit of extra desperation about this Cobras team. They're just not letting Sturt get through. And they're reaping the rewards.
Benedetti now looking for the ball in behind to Nicholas Harpers. It is a good ball, but he's offside and he hasn't tracked his run. And we're into the final minute of the half. Smith now looking long for Altunde. His flick has found the feet of Sean Garrett, staying on side as well. He's taken to the corner flag and now looking for a 1-2 to get a whip in. Atkinson looks for the 1-2, might fall to him again. Just about a throw in on the far side. I'm not sure if Moroney's going to go take that one, but I think they'll go short instead. Kojima now looking for somebody down the line, but no one was there. Orchard finds Altunde and his touch just got away from him this time, and Atkinson now spreads it out to Moroney. This is better from Sturt. He's looking for a whip now. Cuts it back onto his left. Now that whip comes, looks to the feet of Sortini. It's bounced once and twice, but just enough for Cobras to clear this. Kojima doing well with a couple of plays in behind. He's found the touch of Jake Monaco now. Adam Harpers is away down the left. Drives inside, finds the easy ball to Kojima. Again, he's looking for a pass instead of a shot, but keeps it ticking for Cobras. He's probably been one of the highlights of the team so far tonight. Good interception there from Riles, and now Rogers. No foul, but he might get the second one. Benedetti now looking just behind for Adam Harpers, but it's been a great interception there from Michael Moroney. Duffy again has got under the ball though. It's going to come back his way. He's got the defence of Nicholas Harpers, but it's a great header back from Duffy. We are into additional time now in the 45. It's 1-0 to the home team at the moment, but Sturt Lions might have a little bit more to say. Good defending though from the captain, Christokopoulos. Another great turn from Kojima, getting fouled this time from Sortini. I think that's half time though, as the players come in, but a nice little turn there to finish the half. What did you think of that half, Daniel?
Yeah, I think it's quite evident Cobras are on top. They've had the better of the chances. Defensively very sound. I think if Sturt want to turn this game around, they're going to need to change something up.
Audience get promoted. Audience won.
Yeah. Well, that's the end of the half here. We'll come back in the second half. It's 1-0 to the home side at the moment, and they're in pole position to make finals, Daniel. We'll be with you in the second half now.
It's never too late to improve your strength, balance, well-being and independence. Our Strength for Life program encourages all older South Australians to start moving and enjoy an active lifestyle, make friends, build strength and inevitably age well. Strength for Life sessions are offered in almost 100 locations across South Australia, with new sites opening all the time. Check out the COTA SA website to find your nearest location.
Strength for Life is an individualised program which is delivered in a group setting. We aim to keep older South Australians connected with their community, preventing social isolation and also keeping their bodies strong, flexible, managing falls and keeping them engaged. We're super excited to be partnering with Football SA at this state-of-the-art location. It's a beautiful venue. It will really benefit the local community through the Northfield and Jeps Cross surrounding areas to be able to access Strength for Life. And together we are working to improve everyone's futures.
Welcome all to the Summit Sports and Recreation Centre for round 2 all to Campbelltown. They lost 2-0 at home to Modbury last weekend, so that put a little stutter in their course for the last couple of games of this season. But a big game like this away from home.
And they'll go up to 6. They'll leapfrog Beargrad and Croydon, who have both got 25 points.
We're underway here. That's Jovanovic and Ayubi leading the line for Adelaide United. Of course, we've got a couple of other ins this week. Johnny Yule tackling with the eye now. And it'll be Stanisic to come away with it. Another poor giveaway that time to Gutierrez. What a great save from Ethan Cox there.
Fantastic save, but what a strike from Gutierrez as well. The ball just broke him. Just
time in that wing, and they're still battling it out. And still stays in as well. Crawford might get a second opportunity. He's gone past him. Finds Jovanovic into the box. Left-footed strike. Luka Jovanovic. 7 goals for the season now. And that's why he's the leading marksman for our Adelaide United.
That was a great strike to the far post, wasn't it? Curled in with a great angle of it, didn't we? curled it into this to that far post and beyond the reach of Oxenham, and that is a hell of a reach that he's got too. So to beat him there, fantastic shot.
They always go short from corners, so now it's Yule, edge of the box. We've seen him crack it from here. It looks like it might have got a deflection out for another corner, but he was looking for another screamer there, Johnny Yule. Here's Crawford with an excellent ball to Garuccio. He's found his way in behind. The rock's almost there. Just past the post from Garuccio, though.
Little stab with the left foot. It was a toe poke, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I thought that got away from him there, and obviously he's just had a little bit of extra speed to get on the end of it, and both teams have been playing to the conditions quite well. Now it's Leai, edge of the box, his first strike and goal. Left-footed strike that Cox has claimed, who's near. Goes far post for Dorban now. Great save though from Cox. He stayed on side as well. I'm sure the Adelaide United backline were wondering how he got away from them all. And top scorer at this venue for visiting teams in the NPL at least. But he's obviously scored here on two occasions. And these days Garuccio's now crowded out by Adelaide City numbers. But he's done enough pressure to win it again. It's Luka Jovanovic going one way then the other. Enough time to shoot. He hasn't. And the referee's pointed to the penalty spot.
I don't think that. I'm surprised at that. Look, all respect to the ref. He's made the decision. He's not going to change his mind. But
almost a save there from Dakota Oshinagan, but it's found its way into the top left corner. It's 2-0, and that's 2 for Luka.
Yeah, Oxenham a bit upset with himself. He did get a hand to it. Good goalkeeping, and he's a big guy. He'd be hard to beat from anywhere, I think. But Oxenham a bit unlucky. Got a hand to it, not quite enough to push it out to the side. And
for Adelaide United now, he's got Garuccio coming with the overlap. He's going to float it into the near post, far post. It goes to Yaya Dakuli with a tap in on his left foot. And as we just mentioned, Luka Jovanovic loves this venue. No one loves him more than Yaya Dakuli. 3 goals in 3 years, David.
Wow. Oh, what a celebration. Look, I think that might just be it for Adelaide City. I think they've really struggled to try and be clinical up front, and now they find themselves 3-0 down. And
Booker now sets to deliver in a dangerous spot. What a save from Ethan Cox. As well on the broadcast as well, they did mention. Oh, sorry, there's the Luka Jovanovic has nipped that one in. Looking to find somebody, or he's going to go for a hat-trick. He might. Luka Jovanovic! There it is, 3 for the man, 3 for the number 9, and that's back-to-back hat-tricks for Luka Jovanovic.
Fine finish, and Adelaide City backed off again. I mean, this is what they were doing, this is what I was talking about before. They sort of backed off and they let him come through, and I thought he was going to play it across the face of goal, and maybe City did as well, but in the end he's had a shot that's beaten Oxenham from a fairly tight angle, but yeah, they just backed off and gave him the freedom of...
Barker, it's not too rural compared to a couple of other games that play in rural venues, but it's only about 25-30 minutes from the city, and anything east side as well. So another big game here at Mount Barker. Adelaide United that finished 4-0 win over Adelaide City, with the highlight being, I'm sure you can't take the man of the match away now from Luka Jovanovic.
The Matildas are on fire, and the Socceroos have the breakthrough.
Welcome to Kilburn Sportsplex. For Football SA's broadcast, they're led out by tonight's referee, Mark Padros, and the assistant referees are Noah Dempsey and Mark Dempsey. Both teams are in their... just waiting on the whistle, and there it is. And we are away. Early touches for the back line, and maybe get an early shot away, a chance for City. West Adelaide trying to clear. It's come out to Atkins. Just wide. Good start for City. Is this a chance for Burns to get onto the ball? Abby Burns. It comes into the shot. She can take a shot. Burns, excellent save. It comes to Blackett. It's a goal. It's a goal for Nicole Blackett. And who better to score the opening goal in the WNPL at Kilburn? In the minds of all of West players. But they're under pressure now from Dorber. Dorber might equalise. She's done really, really well. That's a tremendous goal by Chelsea Dorber. Pete is ahead of her. Gray wants to get it into Guajardo. It's a good ball. Pete! It's just wide. Macaulay wants to get it up onto the attacking left. And that's where Guajardo is, who's swapped with Seaton. Guajardo! It's coming out to Burnett. And Gray tries the shot. No problem there for Leon. Johns is overlapping. Macri decides to go forward and get it to Burnett. Burnett! Good save, Lucas. Good move by West, though. But Noto, her ball's only found Guajardo here. Guajardo will go the shot. Noto, oh, she had to dive in the end. Now Pete and McFarlane are there. Takes on Burnett. It's a good ball through. Dorber goes the shot. Saved by Noto. Here's Hodgson for West. Gets a good cross in. And it might come out to Mitchell. But it's blasted wide. It's back with Hodgson. Mitchell gets it inboard. That's a nice ball. Blackett. Nicole Blackett. Oh, yes. It's a classic Blackett goal and she gets her second and West are back in front. Macri's onside here. And Mullen is bursting in the middle. It's the first time ball. Mullen! Great move, West. Abby back in board. But, oh, it's come through to Pete. The flag stays down. Nora Pete! Straight to Noto. Johns. That ball. Blackett is there. Nicole Blackett. Is this the hat trick? Blackett! Saved. Costanzo puts it back in board. Away by Gilchrist. But now it's with DeCola, who's onside. DeCola, that's a really good cross. Macri. Pitched away by Lucas. But still the ball's still pinballing in the area. And now it's a shot from Mullen! Mallory Mullen makes it 3-1. DeCola tries to get it inboard. Burnett. That's a good touch. Mullen! Saved. It's going to be another West corner. And City on the march again. There's the ball for Hodgson. Hodgson is onside. Emily Hodgson. Will she go the shot? She squares it. It must be a goal, and it is. And that's another really good ball from Johns to Blackett. Blackett, Macri sprinting in, so's Mullen. Still Blackett. Gets the cross. No, she goes for goal and gets her hat-trick. Nicole Blackett makes it 5-1. Guajardo looking for a late consolation. Guajardo goes the shot. It's a great shot. It's a great goal by Valeria Guajardo. Remaining. Macaulay with the clearance. And that is the final whistle. A fantastic win for West Adelaide here at Kilburn. A great way to mark this historic occasion for the home side.
As here come our two sides. The bar has been set. It's a great run from Kyra Cooney-Cross.
Turn under pressure.
Here come the Socceroos again. Good one on the right foot. And the Socceroos have the breakthrough. What a goal. The Matildas are running amok. Opens up for the shot.
Sinclair up the double. There's the back foot. Australia head over heels about this superstar.
Ready to be back here in the second half. We're underway now. The home team, Adelaide Ammonia Cobras, in the pole position for final series at the moment. And they're in the pole position for a win here as well. Going to be interesting to see how Sturt can retaliate, and what's said at half-time has kicked them on as well to a better start in this half. I reckon they got to pressure out some of these defensive plays from the back as well. Unchanged, I think, from both sides as well, which is good to see, but a big swing and a miss there from Jack Dawson. Now Moroney tries to find somebody down the line, but just overhits it. So he did take in those halftime stats and scores around the grounds. At the moment, Salisbury and West Adelaide are both set to leapfrog Sturt Lions into the 6, and Cobras, I think, will miss out at the moment on goal difference. But Sturt Lions, are if they can get any result tonight, they're going to put themselves in a good position now. It's Jacob Atkinson leans back a bit too much over that one.
Yeah, I dare say at half-time, Sturt probably would have checked the scores from around the ground, and hopefully that's instilled a little bit more vigour into their play.
Waiting for a ball now, a bit more time wasting, and none of the match balls are at the halfway line where they usually are, so Cobras are maybe trying to withhold a few of these and for a bit more time added on, but all that matters for them at the moment is the scoreline and how they play in this second half. Over the top of Duffy, and now flicked on by Christopoulos. Good flick there from Garrett. It's found the feet of Atkinson. Looks for a switch over the top for Al-Tundag. It might bounce into the keeper's arms though, and it does indeed. A couple of players warming up as well for Sturt Lions. Young Ed Elton, he's on the going through his paces on the far side, so maybe there's something to worry about for Orchard if he's holding anything or said something at half time, but otherwise it'd be good to see the youngster come on. I think he's only 17 still.
Yeah, still 17. Ed, still at school, so he's doing very well to be in the senior squad set up for Sturt. And you know, whenever I watched him this year and last year, he's always impressed. So hopefully he can get on and make a bit of a mark on this game.
Nicholas Harpus with a ball in for Adam Harpus, and Adam Harpus scores for Adelaide Cobras, and they put him 2-0 ahead. They're in a really good position now, Daniel.
Yep. I think that for me is a key difference between the Sturt and the Cobras teams today. Just getting the ball into the wide positions, crossing it, and finding the striker.
He's on 2 goals now in this game, Adam Harpus. I think they might have been both times set up by his partner as well, and Nicholas Harpus.
Yep.
Hard to distinguish between the two, but his head was definitely on that one. And now he's getting even closer to his partner's goal-scoring tally as well. Put him on 9 goals for the season in the league, which is equal with Nicholas Harpus, but Nicholas Harpus scored 1 in the cup, so he's on 10 for the season. But both of them now 9 in the league, so those 2 strikers for Adelaide Cobras combining to put them into an early lead extension in this second half. Playford as well over there getting a 5-0 win, a 5-0 lead at the moment, sorry. Obviously with Western Strikers getting a red card, so they're going to try and do as much as they can to get at least some confidence going into the final series if they don't get promoted automatically. Adam Harpus now looks for Dacono.
I think similarly to last time, Alessio, Cobras would get another spring in their step after scoring that second goal. They just stepped it up a little bit of a gear there in the past couple of minutes.
Yeah, that's true. They've started the second half in the same fashion as they finished the first. A lot of pressure, and a lot of their wide men actually having quite good games as well. Dacono now I can see in front of us, but in the first half it was Benedetti. And I'm sure we're going to see more of the magic of Hinata Kojima as well. Looks like it is still an intense warm-up on that side for Ed Elton as well. So he's a natural left fullback, and he started a couple games this year in the first team for them as well, notably against Salisbury. And they got a victory there, coming from behind. So we'll have to keep an eye on Marcus Orchard if he's the one to depart. Or maybe there's somewhere else in the pitch that has somebody with an injury and Orchard slips into their role while Elton comes back at left fullback. But otherwise at the moment, it's all Cobras. I'm sure their fans at the moment are excited to see how close they can get to making that 6. That's what they had to do today. Now it's a flick on from Adam Harpers to Nicholas Harpers. Nicholas Harpers goes far side, crosses it in, looking for Adam this time. Finally cleared as much as Sean Garrett, and he takes on Christopoulos, who does expertly well as defender, but doesn't seem to get it past him. Now it's Altundag, looks for the 1-2 with Garrett, but pass just had a bit too much on it. And that chance results in nothing at the moment.
It's better from Sturt. A promising attack there, but just came to nothing in the end. Some good defending from the Cobras defenders.
Sortini battling out in the middle of the park now, looks for the feet of Summed, so he didn't find the feet, but it's a now ball over the top for DeCono. It's going to be, I thought it was kept alive there by Orchard, but it hasn't, and now Cobras are going to take their time with his throw-in. DeCono now out to Christopoulos. He's looking for the feet and return to Nicholas Harpers, but he doesn't find it. And now Sturt Line's going to come away with a throw-in. Altundag's touch, looking for Garrett, didn't find him. Now it's Nicholas Harpers, who looked like he was going to shape up to shoot there. DeCono now, his cross is fairly poor, out for a goal kick. So the ladder at the moment stands West Torrens Bacalla 2 points ahead of Playford, who are both winning now. And at the moment, it's Bacalla to go up. Blue Eagles are in third at the moment with 39 points. Cumberland with 37. Salisbury would be in there with 33 and a better goal difference. And West Adelaide in there with 33 and a good goal difference. And Cobras at the moment sitting 7th with 32 if this result stays the same. So they could do as much as they can. But if West Adelaide and Salisbury are keeping their results, there's not much more you can do to make the finals. Nicholas Harpers does well to use his body. Sortini now tried to poke it to Altundag, but doesn't find him. Riles now. Altundag does well to put pressure on Kojima. Yeah. Yeah, it's because West Adelaide and Salisbury, unless something changes there. 2-0 and 2-0, yeah. Bouncing ball. Rogers almost got a touch onto it, and now Riles' ball tried to flick it into his fullback in Moroney, but got a bit of pressure under them now to Sturt Lions, and they can't find the options forward. Atkinson now puts it in a dangerous area for Altundag. He gets a touch on it, looking for Garrett, who's overrun it a little bit. Now the pressure from Sortini. He's still going. It's going to be shooted out over the touchline by Christopoulos, the captain.
Yeah, it looks like Cobras, as you'd expect, sitting a little bit deeper, trying to plug that defence and not let Sturt get get a goal back and potentially maybe just see this game out.
You can see on this near side as well, Leonard Fusco embracing the youngster Ed Elton and letting him know his last instructions before coming on. So I'm sure we're going to see it fairly soon. I'm just wondering where and who's to come off. Might be bringing another sub as well. I think that's Thomas King as well. Scored a couple of goals himself this season, so maybe they're bringing on some attacking threats. King with 2 goals this season. An attacker, striker sometimes on the wing as well. I hedge my bets that he might come on for Altundag, but elsewhere I'm wondering where Elton's going to come on. It's going to be a double sub for Sturt Lions. And now we do pause for that sub. It's Thomas King to come on and Ed Elton as well. And we're waiting to see who to come off. It's going to be Alex Sortini. And Harry Rogers on the far side. So it's a midfielder and a winger on for a striker and a left back. So I'm waiting to see where this happens. But I think it's Orchard to move into the midfield. Tom King to go, I think, on the right wing. And Elton to slide in at left fullback. Another loose touch from Altunde, but the referee's giving it the other way. Maybe a bit of a studs up there from Kojima on him. Again, trying to kick the ball a bit further away as well, but...
Chrissy, keep it high, yeah? Chrissy, keep it high. Keep it high.
Limping after that challenge as well as Altundag, so I'm not sure how long we're going to see him out there for much longer, but they've used their attacking change now.
Yeah, it looks like he's carrying a bit of a niggle there, Summit. Doesn't look like he's in a great way.
Atkinson, a good ball in. Force, looks like it was Duffy again who got his head on that one, but didn't carry as much as he would have hoped, and now Maroney's got a couple to battle with. Riles puts it back in the danger area. Duffy's up again, so is Altundag. Now Atkinson with a great strike and almost a great goal, but what a save there from Nicholas Harpers to just keep that in his grasps. Tom King now with a couple of his first touches, and it's found its way to Maroney. Deals with a few and gets shoved to the ground, but they're going to come out this left side now as Sturt Lions. Ed Elton gets his first touches on the ball now. Looking for an overlap. Garrett's there. He looks for a ball back post. That's a good ball in. And taking no danger there is, I think, Chris Ashwood who got a touch on that one, or maybe even Jack Dawson, sorry. Good ball in, this time near post, and it's going to get a second opportunity now as Jacob Atkinson lines up. Doesn't get under it as he'd like. Tom King now with a strike. Handball shouts, but Ed Elton puts in a dangerous area. Garrett's there with a keeper. Garrett again colliding with a keeper. And he's down again, Garrett. That's the second time he's collided with Nicholas Harpers in the goal, and he's stayed down. And I think the referee thought he was going to stop it here, but he's also limping now, Sean Garrett. So they have a couple of attackers with a bit left on them. So they've got Tom King now, who's fresh on that right side. Riles now with a header, and Ed Elton clips it up to Orchard, who's found himself in the midfield now. Ball over the top. McInerney tries to deal with that, but he's probably kicked it a bit further than the ball was coming to him at.
Yeah, I don't think the flow of the game has changed too much, Alessio, from the first half. Still appears that Cobras are on top and have had the better of the chances in the second half. Doesn't look like Sturt have made many tactical changes in the way that they're attacking.
And they really need to. I mean, if they get their result, doesn't matter what the result's happening around them. Might be Nicholas Harpus on for the hat-trick here. Nicholas Harpus. Sorry, it was Adam again. Adam Harpus on for the hat-trick. But as I was saying, Sturt Lions, I mean, they just need to get their result here, and then it doesn't matter what the results around the grounds do. They would get into the final series, but at the moment, seems like they're not interested at the moment, and Cobras are just looking to finish their season on a high. Ashwood and Altundag. Dawson looking to the feet. He's found the feet of Adam Harpus. Nicholas Harpus, sorry, this is hard to do, but Adam plays it over the top and still struggling to get it out of there now, but Benedetti looks to play it in, and that's another deflected clearance finding its way to the attack of Cobras, and Sturt Lions just can't clear it out of this half now. Kojima, another good touch. Benedetti looking for Nicholas Harpus.
Cobras appear to be slowing the game down a bit here, Alessio. Maybe just trying to run down the clock and they're relatively happy with their 2-0 lead.
Dacono now finding the overlap with Christopoulos, put a bit ahead of him, and he tried to win the corner, but he had nothing doing. Ball in behind, looking for Altundag this time, but a good sliding challenge from Ashwood.
It's been a good little battle between Ashwood and Summit this game, but overall I think Ashwood has come out on top so far.
Elsewhere around the grounds, Cumberland a 3-2 up over Adelaide Blue Eagles. We see Riles with a big strike, but over the bar. Cumberland, yep, 3-2 up over Blue Eagles. Salisbury still 2-0 up. West Adelaide now 4-0 up over Adelaide Victory. West Torrens Macalla 4-0 as well. Playford 5-1 up over Western Strikers. So West Adelaide is probably the main thing that is keeping this side out. Going short again that time, and Riles has picked it up. Looking for Garrett, his flick on, looking for Orchard. Ed Elton looks for Orchard now back, and he tries to float it in, but nothing doing with that. And they're going to keep it at the back now, Nicholas Harpus. Couple of chats and murmurs on the near touchline. Looks like they've lost 2 match balls at the moment, so this ball goes out. It's not looking promising. McInerney heading back to his keeper, and Smith was on the same wavelength, which is good. Ball over the top of Ashwood there. Tom King with a shot in anger again. That time it looked like he predicted and read the flight of that ball, but didn't keep his shot down. And now we're going to wait for this match ball to come because they've lost a few of them and they've found one from somewhere.
Yeah, I'll get that one.
Taking a long time with this goal kick now is Harpus. Only finds the head of Duffy, and his header finds the great feet of Altunde, who spins, looking for a shot. He now has a shot, but it's very far out. It's quite difficult to get it on target from there, but at least he's having shots to number 9 for Sturt Lions.
Yeah, that's it. It's a bit more positive from Summit. Taking on a player, creating some space and getting a shot away, but it was a little bit far out there, I must admit.
Harper's now looking down this touchline where Christopoulos has gone ahead, but there's a good header from Duffy. And now Puddler puts it in the same area. Good pressure there from the Sturt Lions in blue tonight. Edson with a good touch. Now Sturt Lions on the attack. Garrett takes on his defender. Does well again against Kojima, and he might keep this alive, Garrett, if he can keep it in. Got a couple of defenders to worry about, and he does find the feet of Atkinson looking for a delivery. That's a good ball for Altunde. Touches it down, but nobody's there, and Cobras can now clear, but that was a good opportunity for Sturt Lions, Daniel.
Yeah, that was very promising. Got a good ball in. Found the Sturt player, but unfortunately there was just no one playing off Summit. He was just a lone ranger in the box.
Well, we did mention that the good form that the strikers of Adelaide Cobras are in at the moment. Both of their strikers, Adam Harper's had 3 in his last 3 games. Nicholas Harper had 5 in his last 5. So now Adam Harper's has made that 5 in his last 4 games. Good form coming in. And the other player who scored against Sturt Lions last time, Lewis Benedetti, had a good first half, but he's probably been a bit quiet in the second half at the moment. Maybe that's because he's on the far side, but either way, good form of strikers. They're going to... Now it's Moroney, back post. Another good delivery, and he has his head in his hands there, Michael Moroney, as he didn't know how the ball got all the way out to him. By the time he got his shot away, it was a good smothering save from Nicholas Harpus in the net of Adelaide Ammonia Cobras.
Yeah, this is promising. Good ball in, good flick on from Duffy. Falling to Moroney, unfortunately the keeper made a save, but a lot more promising from Sturt Lions here.
This is another good ball, good punch though from Harpus, and Adam Harpus adds to that with a header. Getting in each other's way there was Riles and McInerney. And now King plays all the way back out to Smith, who opts to take it first time on the bounce and can only find the feet of Monaco. Duffy now can't find the feet of Garrett. Nicholas Harpus now looked to spread it to that left side, and he's giving his winger a lot to deal with there with that ball, but looks like Fulham have clawed one back against Salisbury now, so that's 2-1. If that result does change, that would be a good thing for Cobras. (6-1) for Playford over Western Strikers at the moment. Look like they are going to go all out for this now. They're bringing on another winger. This is Harry Silvestri, the youngster. Played a fair bit in the reserves, had some good form, and he's got his opportunities a couple of times now in the first team. Good header from McInerney, now finding Riles. Duffy now looking wide to King, but again, doesn't read it as well as he'd like. Ashwood now, he goes for an excellent ball out to DeCono, but Ed Elton's there well. He does well to clear this down the line to Garrett if he can hold it up, but he can't. Gives a throw into Cobras, but at least they're trying to get this underway now quickly, Sturt Lions. They're not trying to waste any time with these throw-ins. DeCono over the top. Orchard gets a touch, but doesn't go as far as he'd like. Orchard with a late nudge as well. Puddler's probably bought as much into that one.
Wasn't much in that one, Alessio, from where I'm standing, but any chance to waste time, I think Cobras will take it.
That's the experience of Jordan Puddler as well, and they're going to make another attacking sub. It's Harry Silvestri to... Looked like it was him to come on for Riles, but it's him to come on for Sean Garrett, so it's a like-for-like substitution, a winger for a winger. Got one more opportunity, he said. So they've made a lot of attacking intent, Sturt Lions, using a lot of their substitutions at the moment compared to the Cobras side, who are pretty happy with their performance of the starting 11 at the moment. Puddler puts an excellent ball back post. Noted on by Ashwood, but Riles does clear to Altundag. It's going to bounce ahead of him, and now Silvestri gets a touch, looking for King, but got under it a little bit there. Adam Harper's battling with McInerney. McInerney's still going. Smith now, he looked to try and find Silvestri, but that's a tough ball to deal with.
That's your ball. So we didn't find ours.
Tundag does get away from Ashwood this time, and he tries to find Silvestri. He's changed wings. Summit has stayed down with that one, though. And Silvestri is going far on the right side. Puts a good ball in over the keeper. Didn't deal with that as well as he'd like, Harpers, but that's some intent finally from Sturt Lions, and it's the young winger Harry Silvestri.
Yeah, that was good. Good play from Sturt. Very direct. Ended up with a shot on target. Did look like Summit went down with a bit of a calf or an ankle injury in the play there, LSU. He's carrying on though.
Clearance now from Adam Harpers.
No worries.
DeCono now finds a bit of space on this right side, taking on Orchard, who's recovered into that left fullback role at the moment. Well, Elton looks like he's gone out to the right fullback role, so I'm not sure if there is a change there. Maybe Moroney's coming to the midfield for a little bit, but looks like there's a couple of players out of position at the moment for Sturt Lions, because even Tom King's just gone back there to left fullback.
Nice flick on from Kingy there to Summit, but unfortunately the ball took a bit of a bobble.
Definitely struggling with something there, Summit.
He is.
Limping still after a bit of collisions earlier in this game, so he's going to have to ride it out on this left wing while Tom King does the pressure, and so does the youngster Harry Silvestri, sorry.
Bit of ping pong at the moment, Alessio. The ball going back and forth between the two defences.
It's been a good second half from Ed Elton, who's come into that left fullback role as well now. He's definitely one of the young ones to watch for Sturt Lions, and he's got a left fullback role that he can make his own if he wants it. So if he continues the way he's going, I'm sure he's going to have a couple of big seasons ahead of him. Ball finds its way to Atkinson. He can only clear high and long. Great touch there from Altundeg, but it's just away from Harry Silvestri. Now Moroni's on the far side battling with Benedetti. Sliding in. Benedetti stays on his feet, looking for a cross. Goes on the left now. I think Moroni might have got a touch on that, out for a corner.
That's experienced defending from Moroni, just not letting his player get that cross in. That's when Cobras look most dangerous with those crosses into their strikers, so he's done well to block that one out.
Into the last 15 minutes of this game as well. Ball's come in now from Cobras, looking for the head of Ashwood. Tom King has almost got the seconds there, but he's crowded out, looking for a free kick. Referee says no. Benedenni's got a lot of space now on the left side. Floats the ball with the left foot. Adam Harpus is there. Good interception from Elton, though. Took it away from his toe there and from a potential hat-trick for Adam Harpus.
Yeah, that was very good from Ed there. I'm not too sure if he realised the player lurking behind him, but that could have been catastrophic had he let that one go.
Looks like they're making their final couple substitutions, Sturt Lions, as this ball's going to stay in for a little bit longer. Tom King now. Here are these subs now. One of them is the youngster, Adam Pahadi. The other one is the club stalwart, Jonathan Fusco. Coming on for, he told me it's the last season this year, so he's going to be happy to come on and see out the last few minutes of this game. It's going to be Samet Altundag and Daniel Riles to come off. Both, I think, were struggling or asking to be subbed during that as well. So Fusco's come in. Looks like he's up top, actually.
Yeah, it does.
Wants to add to that goal tally. I think the last goal I remember him score was in 2020 against Fulham, last game of the season. So he's got a bit of a history of scoring last game of the season, it looks like.
He does. He does, and he can score. And for the final, 10 to 15 minutes, I think it's a good move putting him up front.
That's correct. And I think from what I remembered as well, I think there might have been a 2-1 loss to Fulham as well. So if he gets a goal here, it might be an almost exact replica of that game 4 years ago. Here is Fusco, good flick on again, this time looking for King. And now Puddler tried to win a free kick there, but he doesn't.
Interesting that Fusco's told you it's his last year this year. He's been telling me that for the past 10 years, Alessio. So we'll see. We'll see. You never really know with him.
Moroni goes long into the box, looking for Fusco. He might come out to him, and Fusco does go for the shot. And they're all asking for a corner there, but maybe that's his centre-back instincts coming alive there with that clearance in the box. But yeah, he did tell me it was his last year because next year he's going into coaching. But I think he might have one more game as a send-off next year. So
yep.
We're waiting for one more appearance from him. But
he's had a stellar career, Jonathan Fusco. My centre-back partner for about 10 years there, so played a lot of games together.
And who would have thought you retired before him?
He actually started playing a year after I was born. I had a 10-year career and he's still going, and I've retired, so that speaks volumes to his career.
Good win there. Now it's on to Adam Bahati. Elton looking forward for Fusco. That ball coming over this sideline, almost into our view, but got about 10 minutes to go now. Looks like Lino Fusco, the brother, has gone into a formation of 2-9, so they're going to throw everything forward for this. They know a win could propel them on to a couple more weeks in the final series, but elsewhere, Playford taking advantage of that 10-man deficit they're playing against. And they're 8-1 up against Western Strikers now.
Yeah, I think at this point, Sturt have got nothing to lose. They should just throw as much as they can forward.
Great ball in there from Ed Elton to Adam Bahati. If he can get his foot on this, he can put a good ball in. Puts one near post, looking for King, but nothing on the end. As you did say, though, they've got everything to throw at this now, Sturt Lions. 10 minutes to go. Create a bit of drama in the last few minutes. Fusco tries to get that on to King, and King stayed offside. It's a good shot there in the end, but he was offside, and it looks like John Fusco is trying to get a lot of these second efforts and headers, and doing well with all of his first touches at the moment as well.
Yeah, he is. He's come on. He's made a difference. You know, he's creating opportunities. That one there led to a shot, unfortunately offside, but hopefully he can make something happen in the next 10 minutes for Sturt so they can try and claw one back.
Bahati now battling out with Kojima. Keeps his feet. Keeps the ball ticking as well. Christopoulos, Bahati. Thought he got pulled. He did. Kojima again trying a bit more of his time-wasting tactics, but this time he got stopped in his tracks. And now Atkinson's over the top of this set piece. See who can find at the back post. He's got a couple of numbers there now. Moroney's there, Duffy's there, Fusco's there, and so is Orchard. And he puts it right on their heads. Come down from Moroney on the edge of Marcus Orchard's boot.
What a goal.
And I tell you what, that's plucked some life into Sturt Lions now. Marcus Orchard with an excellent volley from the nod down to that free kick, and now it's game on here.
What a goal. This is going to be a very interesting final 10 to 15 Alessio now. I dare say there's going to be an extra spring in the step here for Sturt Lions.
As we did say, I mean, we were just hearing Lino Fusco talking about push. This is the last 10 minutes of your season, and they might have added a bit more if they can get a couple more goals here. I don't know if Cobras know the results around the grounds, but they're hoping an equaliser can happen in that Fulham West Adelaide game. While in this game, I think I'd like to see what happens if they get the draw, if that would take it to added time. Or goal difference, sorry.
Sturt Lions do love a goal in their final five or so minutes, so if history does repeat itself, it's going to be a very interesting finish.
Sturt Lions have a -9 goal difference, so if they do get a point, they're still going to be below West Adelaide, have -3 goal difference, unless anything changes in their game where they're about 4-0 up. So they need 2 goals here, Sturt Lions, to create some havoc in this final day of the season. Fusco's got to head onto that, and he's won a corner.
They have come back from worse, Sturt Lions. I think you would remember, Alessio, that night against Olympic away. They came down from 3-0 a couple of years ago.
Now let's see what they can do from this set piece. Atkins has put it into a good area. Keeper's not claimed it. Duffy's trying to get on the end of this, and it's going to be a throw-in on the touchline. They're getting a lot of energy now up forward. They've made all their subs, Sturt Lions. Haven't seen any from Adelaide Ammonia Cobras at the moment, so there must be some tired legs out there they've got to take advantage of.
Looks like Perry Mitchell is getting some advice from the coaching staff. I reckon a sub might be imminent by the looks of things.
Moroney goes long, looking for Fusco. Gets a little nod on, and he might get on the end of this as well if he puts his body in the way. He does. Finds Moroney. High cross out the back to what looks like Harry Silvestri getting tugged. And it's going to be another corner. This is some pressure finally from Sturt. Took him about 80 minutes, but now there's a bit of a game on our hands.
Yeah, the pressure's definitely mounting here for Cobras, and there still is time. I dare say there are a few injuries. There's probably at least 5 minutes of extra time here for Sturt Lions to try and get another one back.
And now Jacob Atkinson over the top of this corner. Another good delivery. The keeper's not claimed it again. Duffy's trying to get a toe in there. And now King's looking for the area that Orchard was in. Flick on. Duffy's there. He's looking for the feet. Orchard again! Thought he almost found the opposite top corner there, Daniel, but it's got a deflection out. It's another corner, and this game's got some life left in it.
Yeah, the pressure is mounting. It just Sturt are just going for it. They're throwing everything forward. I think they've realised they've got nothing to lose here.
It's Moroney now on the end of this. He puts the ball in near post, probably not as good as Jacob Atkinson's on the far side, but he's got a second opportunity at it. And some interesting results around the grounds as well. Cumberland, I believe, was a 3-3 now. Salisbury and Fulham still 2-1. West Adelaide 4-0. Bacalla 4-1 over Vipers and still 8-1 for Playford. So they really need a result here, Sturt Lions. Moroney, this is a better ball into the far post. Duffy's there. He puts it across the goals, but over the top, hitting the top of the net as well. Now these subs are coming for Adelaide and Moroney Cobras. It's a double sub for them as well. Lewis Benedetti is one to come off. The other one is George Christokopoulos, the captain. Or maybe, I think he's going to stay on. I think it's going to be Jack Monaco and Benedetti to come off. Perry Mitchell, and when you do see some celebrations here, it's been 2-2 in another game. And I think that is the Fulham versus Salisbury game. It is 2-2, so they are going to get into the final series, Cobras. A bit of drama here as those substitutes come on. It was Perry Mitchell to come on and Peter Terminello as well. And they're going to try and hold this out now, Cobras. And it's the near touchline. A lot of celebrations from the bench. They've seen the news.
Yep, the crowd's going crazy. We'll see if this breathes a bit of life into Cobras and gets them over the line.
They've got about 10 minutes to go in their game compared to this one, about 5. So Cobras are going to try and hold out for this result.
Yep.
Which would put them in the final series as things stand.
Yep.
Fusco looking for the header. Kojima, he's just going to clear long. And interestingly enough, they're going to be finishing above Sturt on goal difference. So they got a -1 goal difference with 32 points if this result stands. And Sturt have a -9 goal difference with 32 points if this result stands. So even a draw now, I think, for Sturt puts them in as well.
Yeah,
so
that's it.
this is 1 goal in this game, and this is the game everyone wants to tune into at the moment. This game and the Salisbury-Fulham game. If they can get another goal here, it might be very interesting. Duffy plays back to Smith. He goes long. Fusco has come from an offside position, so they're going to get an opportunity to take this slowly now, Cobras.
Wow, what a final 5-10 we're going to have here, Alessio.
A goal is just needed from Sturt, and a hold-on victory for Cobras is all that's needed. Going long to Duffy. Harpus now looking for Mitras. So it might not have been Terminello to come on, sorry, when that sub did happen. It's Dion Gazettis, actually. He's got the number 9 shirt.
I think the Sturt fans are just realising now that all they need is 1 goal to get through, Alessio.
Yeah, they're just going to see it. I don't know if they have any live streams on that side, but it's now Tom King battling it out there. He does well over a couple of players. Ball's cleared, and it's going to be a Cobras ball. They're not going to take this quickly, that's for sure. Taking his time now. Here is Christokopoulos. Adam Harpus finds Nicholas Harpus, crossing it to Moroney. Now Smith's got to come out. He's going to let that come into his box now. In the last minute of normal time now here. Late foul, ball's kicked away again, no booking. Smith's going to take this. Everybody's launched forward here. A goal would mean everything for the Sturt Lions fans, and a holdout would mean everything for these Cobras home supporters. We're going to see this erupt if they can keep this result. Fusco looks for the header, comes off his back. Adam Bahati now with a left foot chance. He looks for Duffy, for John Fusco. His shot! Almost the hero, John Fusco, but what a save there from Nicholas Harpers to his near post.
A great save there. The pressure is mounting. Here we go. This is going to be a very interesting finish to this game here.
Another double substitution for Adelaide Ammonia Cobras. They might have to wait for this corner, though. The referee is holding his time, but he's not coming over to take these substitutions, so it's going to be Nicholas Harpers to come off on this near side, and Jack Dawson, the former Sturt player, to come off. And the two to come on, the aforementioned Peter Terminello, the one I thought was going to come off in the first place, and Dylan Pickett to come on. And Jack Dawson, who exited the field behind the goals, has just come back on and wasting a bit more time. The referee's marching him off, saying, "You were just out. Stay out." And now Dylan Pickett can come on finally. Set piece opportunity. Tom King's on the end of this one now, so Michael Maroney's put himself in the box. And we're in the last minute. We're just in added time now. I don't know how long he's going to add.
Keeper's up here as well, Alessio. Keegan.
Tom King looking for the feet of somebody. He's come out to Jacob Atkinson. His left-footed strike. Deflected. Handball calls. Maroney's battling it out. Atkinson puts it back in the air. And Pickett can only header it out. It's going to be another long throw-in opportunity here for Michael Maroney.
Let's go, Cobras!
Everybody's in the box except for Elton and the keeper. A long throw-in from Maroney. Fusco heads on. Out to Jacob Atkinson, again deflected. It's going to be another corner. And this is from the right side as well. But disappointment here. Salisbury have scored another goal. So Salisbury are 3-2 up now, and that means that it might not be enough for either of these teams to get a goal or a result.
Yes.
So it's just quieting down a bit now. Jacob Atkinson floats it in. Tom King gets his head on the end, and it's going to be another corner.
Another corner.
They're still fighting for a result here, Sturt, but I think a point's going to be just not enough for them. So now Salisbury are the team that are in the 6 at the moment. That ball comes in, a couple of players looking for it, and now Keegan Smith is probably in the way of his own player. And they're going to clear this out on the near side. So we saw a little bit of drama. At least that's better than last night. There wasn't too much in the relegation battle, there was, but not in the top 6 battle or the title. So looks like the title is probably secured for Bacala. And the top 6 at this stage is secured with Salisbury making it in with a late goal there in their game. Ooh, big challenge there. That's for Dion Gazettas, who's just come in on Atkinson, who needs to get up because he needs to be on the set piece. Maroney now. He's looking to put a ball in, goes short for Atkinson and goes short again. So they're pulling a few players out now. Maroney puts his far post. Looking for Orchard. He floats it in a good area. Duffy's there, looks for the jump. It's come out to Ed Elton, the youngster. And his ball's just find the feet of Perry Mitchell, who just clears long. And he's probably got a bit of a race to get on the end of this if Keegan Smith has got a left foot. He does. Going long for Puddler. Headed back into danger zone, and so does Ed Elton. Adam Bahati. Elton now looking long for Fusco. He battles out, shoulder to shoulder, says the ref. Christopoulos' clearance has found its way, and Perry Mitchell has done well to keep that alive.
Yeah. There can't be much left in this fixture, LSEI. I wouldn't have thought.
Definitely not much in this one, nor in the Salisbury game as well. So we saw a little bit of hope from both teams, but Sturt Lions' job was just to win today, and they didn't go for that from the start of the day, and probably that's what's left them in this position at the moment.
Yeah, I think so. I think they just started the first half too slow, unfortunately, Sturt, where Cobras just capitalised on their chances and has paid dividends later on in the game.
So Sturt Lions first year back in the State League. They've created a bit of drama and been on the end of some high scores and been on the end of some great comebacks as well. Team that stayed together for so many years as well. So many of these players have been 5 or more years with the club. The coach as well. Been part of some great memories in the NPL and in the State League as well. Mitras now the captain, looking for a strike on goal, but Keegan Smith claims. Ooh, poor clearance, but it might be kept alive by Adam Bahati. It does. But Adam Harpus keeps that alive as well. He's got his own hat-trick ambitions ahead of him. Still going, Adam Harpus. But Adam Bahati takes it off his feet. And now a big switch out to Harry Silvestri. Great touch forward, looking for a ball in behind. He's found Tom King, but he's offside, Tom King. Oh. And he missed the target anyway, but can't be much longer left in this game. Referee's looking at his watch.
He's got his whistle in his mouth. I think this might be the last kick.
Referee's even waved off that substitution as well. So there must be just this kick, I reckon.
Yep.
I reckon it's just this kick. I mean, they're trying to make the substitution here, but the referee is, I reckon, saying, if you put this on the deck, I'm going to call it as soon as this is in the air.
Yep.
Harpus now goes long from the goal kick, and Duffy wins the foul, and that's it. That's all we have play for. And the result is not enough. Salisbury is still going, so they might be watching this for the last couple of minutes, but it's an end to the season for both these sides. Left it out all to battle for. They almost had some heroic moments from their stalwart in John Fusco, but it's an end of an era and a changing of a guard for this Sturt Lions team. I think it's coming out in the week that Lino Fusco is not going to be coaching at this club at least next year, but John Fusco is going to be stepping into that coaching role, so I'm sure there's going to be the same family name involved, and it's going to be interesting to see. Well, that's all here from Propane and Panama Oval. It's a 2-1 win from the home side in Cobras. Sturt Lions didn't do what they needed to and get a win, but they left a lot to challenge for, and they almost had a couple of chances to equalise when it was a draw in the Salisbury game as well. So it's unfortunate for both teams, but it's another season, and that's all. Thank you for joining me, though, Daniel. It's been a pleasure to be in the commentary booth with you for this game, another Sturt game, another final game of the season. Unfortunately, though, they both might be the unlucky charm. They both lost their last games of the season when they've been involved. But otherwise, we saw an entertaining game, entertaining end at least. And that's all we can say. That's probably all from us in the commentary booth. Any last comments from you, Daniel?
No, that's all from me. Thanks, Alessio, for having me on again. And yeah, unfortunate end for both teams, but they move and on to next season.
Well, that's all from us. Thank you and good night. Thanks for joining us. A couple of sad faces out there from both teams, but could be proud of their performances, especially some of the youngsters. Thank you, and that's all.